Claim in some rewards real quick. What was this? Oh, just the double incursions. All right, let's head in. All right. So I haven't looked at these last few at all yet. So what's the pool? Oh, I should pull up that thing on the champ pools. That'll help. There we go. All hail Cat Murdoch. Okay, so this is the one Avengers. Okay, so this is only Avengers. So for me, that means Black Panther, Captain America, Hawkeye, OG Thor, end of list. Okay. So you want to crit with Avengers. Okay. Then you can cash them in. Or just power drain burn walk. All right. Yeah, I can see that being annoying. And okay, Extinction Protocol's only on that one. I hate Extinction Protocol. Oh, let's check in on Quake. Okay, skill attackers do not trigger this, so I'm probably going to bring Killmonger with whoever else I bring, which will fit nicely with Black Panther. So we do need to knock her down. Hard knock live, stun vulnerability. Ugh, yuck. Okay. Jabari could actually be really good. We'll see if we have room for her. So throw Killmonger on. We're definitely bringing Cap.
Hey, Accelerate, how's it going, man?
Um, no, I have a 5-star Black Panther. Let's do that. Where is he? There he is. I could bring Hawkeye, but then we're really heavy on one class. It does make all my skill champions better, but I feel like I probably want to bring Thor. So what is Jabari giving me? Additional cleanse. Oh, and the double bleeds on Black Panther. That's actually quite good. I don't really want to lose that. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice Hawkeye. Not that. It's annoying for somebody like Thor when you pull the oops. When you pull the 6-star, and so now it defaults to that being what you select from the synergy screen, even though I'm never going to rank up my 6-star Thor because I have a maxed 5-star. Yeah, I understand what you mean, Mad Hats. I know a lot of people had that experience. I'm trying to play into them both like to keep things interesting for myself and like for science to see if you don't have my roster, what's your experience with this content? How bad is it? Um
And then also so I can maybe give some more targeted feedback for Kabam because hey, you guys suck. This new CavEQ quest sucks. What were you guys thinking? Isn't terribly helpful. But if I can be a little more specific, then it's better. Like I remember saying for the what was it? The last one I did. Yeah, the Spider-Verse heroes, that passive stun. I told them that I specifically think the passive stun is too short because it triggers on decks. And so if it triggers while you're dashing back and then you dash back in, they've already recovered. And so it literally being 1.2 seconds instead of zero point 0.9 seconds probably wouldn't have made a big difference to how the node plays out as intended, but should have reduced the unintended pain point. And little pieces like that are what I'm hoping to be able to give Kabam, because then maybe they can get better, you know?
All right, let's just see how this plays out doing Ghost first. Yeah, let's use Thor. Why not? Um, so we're looking for crits and then end in mediums to power drain. Oh, and actually, I should probably cash them in immediately because you only get one charge per power drain. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be 5-hit combos. That one didn't trigger, though. Oh, did I not end in a medium? Thought I did. No, the medium just didn't trigger it. It's odd.
Let me read the note again. There's not a chance to use it, right? They just does power drain? Yeah. Okay, so that node isn't working perfectly. That's probably a decent critique, Mad Hats, that they may have bit off a little more than they could chew. I really like a lot of the things about the direction they're going in. Like, I'm glad the cross charges, you can charge multiple champions at once. Um, I'm not sure they fully compensated for the fact that needing to charge multiple champions effectively nerfs everyone because then, if you try and charge 5 champions, then you have 5 fights where you have no cross charges. And that's a significant downgrade from the old system. But I like a lot of what they're doing. I definitely agree that it's an improvement over the, like, as Campo put it, the class stereotypes approach that they used to take.
I wasn't a big fan of that. Um, I don't know who to use here, so I'm just going to try Cap. Meh. Ah, okay, sure. Didn't dex that special too, didn't parry that charge. That's fine.
As always lately, I feel like I'm never scared of the gameplay, the design choices, or the difficulty they make. I'm always scared that things just won't work the way they're supposed to. Not a fun thing.
Okay, let's use the Avenger. And of course, the power drain's gonna fail a bunch on him, isn't it? Oh, I don't know why I did that because I had not built to enough passives. Yep, power drain failed. Okay, at least we're gaining the cross charges.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Yeah, I do, Kaiser. Welcome back. Welcome, Vibes.
A whole little party here. I'm not gonna feed him generics, but I do want to get my the signature level on my cap up. Yeah, that power drain is not always working. That's weird. Because I'm not running Pacify, so it's not ability accuracy. Oops, there we go again. This probably does it. Yeah.
I do think iBomb is a good investment. I wouldn't sig him up unless you're concerned about prestige, because while it helps him, it's not, the biggest thing in the world. But he's an amazing character.
Really tanky, assuming you're running willpower, which you should be, and then just amazing poison output. Okay, let's try Thor again. Work in Progress was telling me, that that iBomb was so good that I needed to rank my 5-star. And I kind of thought he was trolling me because, like, 5-star rank ups are not a thing that I do much. See, there the node just failed again. That's really annoying. But I ended up ranking him and using him for the last few weeks of map 7, and he was awesome. Okay. He didn't even try to dex. Thanks, Thor. Oh well.
Hey, BT, how's it going, man? Double P. Yeah, I have watched Endgame Kaiser. I don't think I've rewatched it in a while, but I'm a fan. Yeah, Mad Hats, the Poisoners are not a huge group, and Voodoo is technically available as a 6-star, but not really, so. Alright, Thor's putting in work today, I guess. It's not like he's going to be useful for the boss, so I don't mind this. The other thing about this CavEQ, whoops, that I think is a little silly is how much they put champions on the lanes that actively work against you. Because, like, for this one, your whole shtick for using the Avengers is that you build up to power drains, right? But Iron Man Infinity War is resistant to power drain. Like very resistant to power drain. So, I don't know. It's that kind of thing where it's like I'm happy to have for them to have us play into things, but I think they then shouldn't throw things on where it's like, haha, gotcha. It's like, no, man, I'm doing what you told me to, if that makes sense. Hey, Fel, and welcome, Panda and Triz. Yeah, um, the Furies do carry over, but then you also stack new red ones. So, like, when you use a champion, you build up those cross charges and you get the red Furies that aren't actually doing anything. And then in the next couple fights, I think it's the next two fights. Yeah. In the next two fights, you'll get actual orange passive Furies, but then you can also build up additional cross charges for the next one. Morning, Triz. Okay, discovered a bug. You can poison Joe, fix it, just like Nebula. Okay, what is going on with Apocalypse? Like, because I thought that when they messed with Mighty Charge, they specifically addressed his interaction between like Purify and immunities. So I don't understand what they broke that's allowing him to poison people. Because even with his like anti-purify abilities, yeah, I thought they fixed that. That confuses me. Sorry, Kaiser. I am not going to say things in languages that I do not know well, just out of an abundance of caution. Yeah, Aaron, basically, that was the biggest reason that I wanted, or that I was happy with my 5-star Spider 2099 pull, because I'm not planning on ranking him anytime soon, but I have a rank 3 Psylocke, and so now she can get up to, I think it's like 57% ability accuracy reduction. It is kind of like Falcon in that if you're dealing with best defense or something, it won't help. Um, but you can have 100% uptime on it. So there's that. So I don't really want to get hit with disorients, but it is a debuff. So Jabari should cleanse it. I'm gonna try her first, even though like Killmonger and Black Panther are probably better. Whoops. Really poor evade timing there. This is gonna hurt. Yep, it did. There we go. Yeah, I should have made sure I was... Oh, hold on. There we go. Worth it for the bleeds. Wait, it said debuff. Oh no, wait, that's the Hard Knock Life one. I did cleanse the active one. Okay, that works. I'd have come out of that at like 85% health if I hadn't eaten that special. Hey, J Will. How's it going, man? Okay, so my goal is 43,000 shards, and I'm getting 22,000 from war rewards, so I need to get to 21. We should be able to do that. Oh, no, wait. I want to do them all at once. Chang-Chi is perfect. That makes sense. I sadly do not have him. I don't think even as a 5-star, and so my other skill champions have to pick up the slack.
Alright, I despise Extinction Protocol, so let's get this one out of the way.
Don't have Mole Man either. I don't really miss him though. Um, yeah. Basically, unless I need shock immunity, I never go, you know what? I really need a Mole Man.
I think people underestimate a lot of the other skill champions.
Alright, let's give this a go.
Alright, that works fine.
BT says just wrapped up 100% Cav last night. Worst cross fight is the Mercenary one. Yeah, I've heard a lot of complaining about that one. I haven't gotten there yet. I don't think I would recommend you ranking Psylocke up. I use her sometimes, but mostly for fun and when I insist on it. She has some uses in war, but there are better options for basically everything she does. She was just my first 4-star arena grind, and so I have a bit of a soft spot for her. I enjoy her playstyle, um, and I'm also hopeful that she gets a tune-up at some point. Sorry, Kaiser. If I do watch that, then I wouldn't know. I don't recognize that name. Yeah, I know, Aaron. Mole is reliable that way.
I get some crits. One crit. Nope, too close. Yeah, should have backed off. That's fine. Alright, we're getting close. So we gotta hold this special. That was weird. Expecting him to come in for that one. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, thank. Didn't mean to dodge. Pure instinct. Yeah, I was late on that. That's fine.
Thanks, Zach.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the lane, and if it looks like I'll actually need cap, I may restart that just because of how poorly I did on that automatic dodge. That won't matter, that won't matter, that won't matter. Okay, I'll be fine. Continua.
Okay, this will 100% be Thor, because he's going to turn off all my bleeds if I go that way. Maybe it's just this Extinction Protocol lane, but that power drain does not feel strong enough. It's just so tiny. Probably not, J Will. Um, Last I heard from the CCP, the expectation for war rewards is still tomorrow. I don't know if they're still adjusting ratings after or scores after the last one, or if it's more that they're setting up for some docs. We'll see. No, not parrying you. And that power drain, of course, didn't work. That's fine. Was a little close. He kind of stopped critting there at the end. Black Panther is so satisfying. Okay, let's see if we can get a clean Jabari run.
I was not expecting her to catch me on that. Okay, at least we get the Fury this time. And that should end it.
Well, Slayer, are you aware that they did update the rewards in May? Because I wouldn't mind a further update to rewards, but I see it passed around a lot that, oh, I can't believe Kabam hasn't updated the CavEQ rewards when they actually did not that long ago.
Okay, a kitty is going to be annoying, and that's the one with glancing. If you shorten your combos. That sounds awful. Um, I don't know, let's try Thor. And if that doesn't work, we can maybe swap somebody in. Again with the power drain not triggering. And no stun. Lovely. I forgot that it paused during her specials. That's on me. Been a while since I fought her without a proper counter. Oh, come on.
Well, it wasn't just the 10%. Yeah. I do agree I would like more. My biggest complaint with the rewards update was actually that they didn't take the 10 sig stones a month to 15 because they felt like they were boosting pretty much everything else, but then that stayed still despite the fact that that's what so many of us need. Felt pretty stingy and cynical. I don't know, I don't think it takes that much time, but I definitely, like I said, wouldn't mind a bit more. When you compare it to like the rewards you get for investing other amounts of time, I don't think it's that ridiculous. 'Cause it doesn't take as much as like a new chapter of story content. It's not nearly as much effort as we put into war. I don't know. Hey, BK.
I do like Hood Aaron. I just my biggest complaint with him is that he's currently, damn it, there goes the glancing. I hate that that applies to heavies. Basically means you can't heavy. But my biggest complaint with Hood right now, thought I had time to block, is that he's still bugged. Okay, apparently that wasn't 5 hits. My bad. And it does feel bad that he's bugged. Plus, I just don't have a 6 star. Somebody wants to send me one of those, I'll start messing around with them a lot more. And see, that's dumb. It doesn't count the special even when you chain into it. Yeah, I this isn't even the global node. I just don't like this unsteady combos node. We're going to design champions with utility outside of 5-hit combos, and then give you a node that requires you to use 5-hit combos. Or else. Oh well. Got the cross charges. What do you mean? Oh, never mind. I recognize the name. Not rising to that bait, Sylvain. I would definitely not mind some more gold, J Will. I was doing fine earlier, and I'm looking forward to the update to the gold crystals. I'll open a bunch of those when that happens within the week, but as you can tell, I'm a bit low last night. I was going to take Diablo to rank 3, and I got to the point where my gold was so low I couldn't even use the rank up gem on him, and immediately gave up. So I'll probably be taking Diablo up sometime next week, the moment he's just rank 2. Hey Brian, how's it going, man? Thanks for the raid. I did not have 15 million a few days ago. I had 15 million like a few weeks ago, but since then I took Jabari to rank 3. I took Hawkeye from rank 1 to rank 3. I took Joe from rank 1 to rank 2. I took Reed from rank 3 to rank 4. Since 15 million, that may have been when I took Cap to rank 3 as well. And then I just took Diablo to rank 2. It hasn't been a bunch of like big ranks, but I just, have continued to grow. Morning, Ryan. Oh, shouldn't have heavied, because now we're gonna get this crap. Oh well, at least it's willpower healing, right? Did anyone else have this experience of the power drain node just not triggering half the time? There it went again. Or no, that one actually did. It just crit on the trigger. Never mind. But some of these are definitely not working. All right, buddy, throw it. I don't want to send you red. That's my fault. That's okay.
I think I would take Kingpin over Hawkeye.
I like Hawkeye, and he fits well with a lot of my champions. But Kingpin is Kingpin.
Yeah, I can see Falcon being good for this. Mine is only a rank 4 5-star though, so I don't feel like dipping that low
In the food chain.
if I don't have to. I would very much appreciate that, BK. Thanks for the thought.
I didn't click on that. Anyway. I probably shouldn't have thrown that. She's going to be dangerously close if she doesn't have one. Block, block. Nope. Oh, that's going to hurt. Yeah, I like Hawkeye's buff better than Joe. Although Hawkeye is currently bugged, Bam really cannot let us catch a break. Nope, that one was way too late, but that's okay. She's gone.
There's a lot I like about Joe's buff. The thing that really kills it for me is that they tied one of his card suits to parrying. So it's like, if you don't want to take an absurd amount of block damage constantly baiting heavies, then it becomes way, way harder to get a flush. And that's probably his best piece of utility. And it even becomes harder to keep like your attack bonuses or your healing up. It's just,
Ugh, not a fan of that part. Nope, way too soon.
Yeah. Let's see. You could take bishop with either of the visions, and that would be fine. Short of that, not a lot of great counters in this pool, so I would have had to use a 4-star. Hard pass. Duped Moleman J-Will still don't want to rank 3 him. Well, you have enough in your battle group, right? I mean, I still think he's more useful in war than Jabari, as much as I like her. Kingpin is Kingpin, though. Hard to pass that up.
Okay. So this is where that stun vulnerability will be really good, because this will put us directly into the hunt and stun her for 4.5 seconds. And we actually want to push her to her special too. Nope, but we don't want to push her to her special 3. Petrify was not doing enough work for me there. But does she die to the bleed damage before anything goes nuts? Yes.
Worth it. Okay. I'm just gonna keep complaining about the power drain not always working, so that then I have fights like that where it does always work. That was very nice. Yeah, Dan, I agree with BK. It's not important at all for Mole Man to be duped, in my opinion. Um, Let me pull it up right now to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, it's just the crit damage and attack rating, and it's all based on missing health. So oftentimes you're not going to be planning to be playing him at low health. If you end up there, it's not bad. But for the same reason that I don't recommend people maxing the courage mastery unless they're doing like abyss or labyrinth runs, I don't think it's that important. Hey Naz, how's it going, man? Yeah, I enjoy Thor on these. Gotta get those shards, Naz.
And I always do CavEQ fairly early.
Yeah, we'll see how long the side quest takes me. Catch you later, man.
Okay, I think we'll be doing a lot of parry heavies for this one.
I'd like to charge up Black Panther, but cornered plus that strong energize is not a good time.
Okay, I must have been a little slow on that heavy.
Hmm.
If there's a safe spot to charge him, it's this one.
Yeah, that worked.
See, there was one that didn't give a charge.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with that. Yeah, I just watched it back. It consumes the power drain charge, but doesn't power drain. Weird. Having fun with Thor here. Dude is putting in work.
Okay, no. I wasn't even trying to dodge the special on that one. I was just dashing back and she caught me. That's unfortunate. And then she does that. Lensing the stun came in clutch. Okay, throw. Nope. Okay, we're doing this. I want her to throw this special before I throw mine. Okay, good. Because now we're stun immune and we'll be able to close this out. Oh, thanks, True Potential. I always forget. Because I turn it off for using other apps. Like, I don't want to hear my texting or any of that.
Alright, still haven't gotten a clean run, but that was all solos so far. That's something. Oh, right. I forgot about our ability accuracy reduction. I say right as he purifies something. That's kind of odd. We should be at a minus 100%. Oh well, that's why he never went into Frenzy. Oh, nuts. I did not bait out synthesis properly. A throw. Yeah, I don't really want to take another one of those. And then we just wait, because it's coming back. There we go. Nope. Why did that not... It's not a guaranteed stun, that's right. Alright. Closed it out. Getting a good amount of crits in through this crit resistance is kind of funny. Well, maybe it's multiplicative, in which case Archangel's crit resistance is 0 and so doesn't... I don't know. Seems like it should go up, but it's not seeing much of an effect, because Cap doesn't have that high of a crit rate. Oh, wow. Did the stream crash? Analytics is being weird. Let me know if there's any issues. What the heck? I shouldn't have let him throw that. I should have thrown my own special, but I was just so confused by the fact that activating my power drain triggers his degen? That's not an either champion thing, is it? Let me read Warlock's text again. No, it says when the opponent's power is drained or burned, so that's a bug. Add that to the list. I should actually add that to the list once. That's really odd. I'm pretty sure that should not happen. Okay, thanks for the feedback on the stream, guys. Sometimes I think analytics just goes wild, but that was a particularly large drop. I just wanted to check in.
Okay, Nimrod means, I guess that's
Not a particularly fun matchup for any of the Avengers. Maybe Hulkbuster.
okay, not quite enough reach. Maybe if I'd done a light, because I know he does have a nice long recovery time. Should have heavied before that. I just got so excited by the fact that I remembered that Cap is actually a good counter to Nimrod. Whoops. Way, way too early.
I've never had the hitbox fail on that before for me, so I'm going to be more careful next time.
I mean, Thor should be able to finish him off.
Yeah, I bet.
Hulkbuster was awesome. Man, I've never actually been hit by that special too. That shock damage is no joke. Well, this won't be quick. This is where it'd be nice to have like a 565 Scarlet Witch or something. Oh, and he's also immune to power drain. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. If the whole point of this node is to power drain opponents, then why are there power drain immune defenders on it? That, to me, seems kind of dumb. The game has not felt great. It's not at its worst, but I've definitely got a few parries missed on this stream. I've also just played like a scrub a couple times, but there's been some stuff that I do not think was on me, and that's never particularly fun. Okay, I was blocking that too, but that's fine.
We'll finish it off with Black Panther. We're almost there. Actually, I'm going to use Killmonger because the power drain doesn't matter anyway. So might as well get the dang True Strike.
My opinion on Sigil Witch is underformed. Um, she looks good. She looks like she has some bad matchups, but I think still overall serviceable and even valuable in war as well as content. But I have not played around that much with mine. Would not mind having her for this particular fight, though. Crit there would have been nice. There we go.
Yeah, I know what you mean, BK. I'm also trying not to. I'm trying not to blame it all on the game right now
Because this is gonna sound weird, but I trimmed my nails yesterday, and whenever I do that, the responses on the game are a little bit different for a bit. Like I had a few moments in my incursions run last night where I like, if this makes any sense, I went to swipe back with my thumb, but then it almost was like it tripped on the screen and then wasn't set up for the next block or swipe back.
So that happens occasionally. I think that's what got Cap killed. And so that's obviously on my end. It just always takes me a little bit to readjust whenever I do that. But there have definitely been some things in here where I feel like it was the game as well.
Love the Phantom Quake heavies. And there, like I was trying to dex that, not to block it. That's still one of the biggest things for me. The way that dex feels. Oh. Okay, this will close it out.
Yeah, they sure do.
True potential. Cool, no bleeds required.
Any tips to stack up a bunch of T4 basic? Well, if you're desperate for basic, the biggest thing is run that particular arena when it comes around. It's not that hard to get. I think it's two out of that, maybe even three, just with a little bit of work. I mean, you're giving up some shards for it, but it doesn't cost battle chips anymore, and it's a pretty easy thing to do. Depending on where your account is,
Like if you have access to Cavalier event quest, then that probably means that you can get through no, uncollected isn't what I'm thinking of. That probably means that you can almost auto fight through master, and there's a bit in there. You can maybe pick up some units and some T4 basic from doing that. Um, Oftentimes, what is this? Yeah, the lower difficulties of these things, the side quests often have T4 basic.
finish old content if you haven't yet, like Act 4 or something, has a bunch of those kinds of resources without as many of the higher level ones. And then I guess just, you can run the side quests. I don't think that's a great investment for the T4, but it is there.
Yeah, and then just be intentional with your rank ups, I guess. Okay, so this is the one that everyone said sucked.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing Masacre.
Hold on, let me filter. Because, yeah, then it falls off. Like, Gwenpool probably makes sense. Yeah. So that's good for all them. And then Guardians is going to be useless, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, absolutely useless. I mean, if anybody out there has a rank 3 Drax, then that's probably awesome for them, but okay. Reset tags, and then do I have anyone else that I want to bring, like a particularly good bleeder? Yeah, let's just try Jabari then, because she's pretty good about keeping a bleed on the defender at all times. But she'd be terrible for clapback, so let me try Claire. Okay.
Oh yeah, Cable makes sense. Domino's only rank 4. I don't feel like she doesn't shine all that well when she's punching up.
She'd probably be fine, but... So this one also has explosive personality, so watch the evades. I'll probably lead with Gwenpool then. I should take her to rank 5 at some point.
But gold is precious.
Whoops, already off to a bad start.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my bearings on this one. Because obstinate charge means I need to reparry, and I wasn't ready. I like forgot about that part thinking about the others. So let's try this one more time. Ah. Okay, I'm... That reparry just dropped my block. I do want to do this first one with Gwenpool. I'm going to make her work. Full X-Force. Well, I only have it on ranked 5-star, so I won't be trying that, but that's kind of funny. Okay, now she's charged. She should do better damage on the next one.
This isn't terrible. Masakre definitely gets an advantage just off of his high block proficiency with all this reparrying, though. I don't have anybody without class disadvantage who actually gets around the node.
Let's just see how Claire works, out of curiosity.
As suspected, absolutely fine. Which is kind of the problem. Um,
I haven't found it that bad easy. The only items I've used so far have been energy refills. So I'm definitely doing fine, but at the same time, my roster is not insane, but I've been Cavalier for a long time, let's say.
so I think it's worth taking into account that I'm better off than most for this. Oh, Claire also keeps the unstoppable node from ever coming back. I feel like I remember somebody mentioning that.
I found parts of it enjoyable. Um, the the Spider-Verse node with the passive stun, that kept triggering while I was dexing, baiting out specials. Did not enjoy that. Um, I've actually enjoyed quite a few of them. So far, this one is not bothering me.
But if I had actually insisted on using a mercenary, then that last one probably would have been more annoying. So, I don't know, grain of salt there. I don't think it's any worse than previous months for me. Because I was definitely getting tired of the class stereotypes, so to speak. This is kind of annoying that we're not charging on him. Like, why are we not landing crits? Whoa, okay, that surprised me. I thought he had those bleed passives on him. I must have missed it. It's odd. Oh well. Okay, and that's not supposed to happen right there. I tested that intentionally. Hold on, I'm marking this as a bug as well.
I'm gonna read up on it after, but
I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So the reason that explosive personality should not have triggered is because where is this? If Masakre is
Attacking into a block, which I was, then the opponent is supposed to have minus 50%. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's Old Man Logan.
I always forget about the old dog new tricks bit. Okay,
But against anyone else on explosive personality, that would have been a safe hit.
okay, like maybe this one,
So let's say if we can build up to the Disorient again,
and then test that, which requires us to not try and throw a heavy after not reparrying. See, there we go. No explosive. Oh, I was just about to say no explosive personality, and then it triggered. That was odd. I have no idea why it just the one did.
oh well, that worked close enough to the way I expected it. I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back over to Gwenpool just because.
Masakre is a little bit low on health.
I'm nuts. And now she goes unstoppable. Okay. Gwen is not doing amazing at the whole land bleeds reliably thing. I mean, she's still doing fine. Most of the issue here is, whoops, is me not landing reparries, but
I was expecting a few more bleeds. Yeah, that's kind of a tricky one, easy. Like I have Kamala Khan at rank 5 because I ranked her there to take on the champion. And for everything but the Hard Knock life lane, if you have Captain Marvel on the team, and then you start the fight by charging 2 heavies with Kamala, then she gets a couple Furies, and she starts landing armor breaks on the defender, and then she ramps up really well, and she was actually amazing for it. Um, but her and my rank 5 Luke were kind of the big ones I was relying on. And then I ramped up Red Hulk and used it for the boss. I will say though, if you do try that, like if you have anyone at all that you're going to try and play the node with, remember that it's kind of like Turn the Tide in the AQ, so that to get the physical vulnerability, you do have to do the full like 4 lights to get it off of that one, but then the next combo, you can just do 2 mediums in a row and trigger it, which is sometimes really important for keeping the power lock off you.
yeah, there is no way in hell I am doing this without Claire.
See, this is the kind of thing I mean. What mercenary is good for Arcus? Let me read through the list real quick. Sabretooth, I guess. because Sabretooth is Cold Snap immune. So if anybody has a high ranking Sabretooth, they can take this node. I don't see any other true options. And Sabretooth probably just dies from blocking a bunch of special 2s or eating a special 3, let's be real.
Hey Jacob, how's it going?
I don't know why I did that.
Oh, what? That was odd. I think I kind of looked away from the screen in the middle of the combo, so I'm not entirely sure what caused that, but no worries.
I was thinking about Taskmaster. The problem is that he's probably dead by the time he goes immune. And that's like always the issue with Taskmaster. Like you could intentionally eat an armor break, and then you could run in and out and trigger all of those periodic cold snaps, and each one would be weaker than the last, and then eventually you'd probably go immune. But that's just, I don't know. That probably works, but Taskmaster frustrates me. Like the way his immunity works, he's supposed to go debuff immune when he has 10 debuffs applied to him, right? But he then doesn't purify them. So if you use Taskmaster against a like high sig null, he should be on paper one of the best counters to null, but it doesn't work because he just holds on to all of the others.
I don't know. I hope they revisit him and address the way that works because it frustrates me.
Hey Steve, how's it going? Yeah, I get it, easy. T5B don't grow on trees for anyone. If you have some that are worth ranking up, cool, but that is definitely one of the weaker pools. I'm not arguing with you there. I feel like probably the best you could be equipped for that would be like maybe if you had a rank 5 Medusa, like a rank 2 Karnak. I could see somebody having a 6-star rank 3 man thing that would be really good for them. Yeah, I mean, my Ghost Rider is rank 4. He's not bad. You can bring Blade for the synergy.
But yeah, not ideal. Okay. So APOC for this Nick, we need to be sure not to use the special one because clapback will reflect the poison. Okay, now throw another one. Now that you burned the surge charges. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Oh, that's right, I'm not bleed immune yet. Now I am. Okay, throw your special too. Throw it again. Oh, I forgot to switch over to the degen. That's okay. Still does damage. I can see how cable was helpful here. Come on, buddy. Nick. There we go. There's the degen. And throw. Okay, yeah, and that'll purify everything anyway. Come on, Nick. Okay. And finish it. Oh, I was saying I can just see how Cable would be helpful for having Apocalypse charged, but yeah, I'm sure he's fantastic for the fight as well. Thanks, BK.
I was considering quitting out and dropping Gwen for Cable, but that's okay.
This path is going to be less fun. Ah, that's on me. There we go. Nope. Okay, too short range for that. I shouldn't have tried it, but I wanted to see if it worked. It's not quite like Tigra. Yeah, I'm curious if anyone's grinding for Doom. I saw somebody get the 5-star at a lower score than they expected. Hey, Strands, how's it going? I guess this is where we charge up Gwenpool just because he's going to be incredibly annoying. This is the complete Ant-Man experience. There we... Hey, a bleed. I'm really not loving that. Them going for the heavy out of the mighty charge thing, which like completely turns off the way that you're supposed to interact with the node. Not cool. No, we didn't. Campo streaming right now? Okay, well when I finish up, if he's still going, I'll head over there. That was lucky. Yeah, like that's exactly why they put people like, you know, Professor X on Mighty Charge or Ebony Maw to try and deal with that stuff, and just it's annoying to see the AI play into that here. Alright. I don't even have a 6-star Gwenpool. Alright, I may talk a little bit less for the next half hour, just as a heads up. Yep, there it is again. Okay, and also if you guys hear anything in the background, that's just my girlfriend has an interview. Whoops. That was really weird. It felt like that was actually Mighty Charge, because I thought I hit into him. Whatever.
I was talking, I probably wasn't fully paying attention. Hey, Stover. I mean, I see Overseer getting more popular because the baseline was he was basically considered trash that no one ever used. So anyone using him means he'll be more popular, yeah. Even if he's a niche champ, he'll still be a niche champ that people use. As I've said before, the larger our rosters get, it's often the niche champs that matter the most to us, not the generalists, because we already have specialists that handle all those things. How valuable do I think he is? I'm not sure yet. Um, I think I still kind of lean towards him being in the same general area as Thing, where he's not quite as tanky, but he has similarly unique immunities, and then he has better damage. But like he also has really great prestige, so if there's any use at all to be had with him, people are going to rank him and use him.
I think that's where I fall on him. Yeah, exactly, Strands. Like, he might be a poor man's Mr. Negative for certain fights, but if he's the one that you take to rank 4 because his prestige is better than Mr. Negative's, well then, there you go.
Or 455's block proficiency. I don't know, Easy. Joe's playstyle still bothers me.
Overseer is slow, but there's not really much to balance. As best I can tell, regardless of what your goal is with him, you basically just build to a special 3 with a certain number of gamma up, throw it, and then the opponent is probably dead.
Which is kind of boring to me, and I could see somebody enjoying Joe more, but
Joe is just so finicky. He bothers me.
yeah, 30k.
I really enjoy Thing. Alright, let's get those bleeds up. Thankfully, they're fairly long duration. Okay, now we have our incinerates working. Cool.
Yeah, exactly, Strands. And it's not even that he's like hard to play, it's just that there are conflicting incentives in his kit. Because, like, you quickly figure out what you need him to do. Like, if you want a flush on the hearts, then you just bait heavies and you do medium light at least, and more if you can, and that's it. If you want straight attack, then you bait heavies and you either do straight mediums or you do medium, some number of lights, and then another medium. Like, the playstyle is really simple, but it's frustrating because it's like they removed parry from his kit in a lot of fights.
Yeah, I completely agree. Diamond should have been linked to something else. Oh yeah, nope. Ah, should have thrown that way earlier. That's on me. Okay, let's hit into his block. And get the bleed. Bleeds are still up, but let's refresh them. That'll work. Okay.
I can see why this one bothered people. I think I will drop Gwenpool for Cable for the next one. She's just
When they go for the heavies, it makes her block proficiency feel that much worse. I think it's just not worth it. But the fact that Claire, like, as good as Masacre is for this, the fact that Claire is better, it's just kind of insulting.
yeah, I know Strands, and that's why I think they kind of backed themselves into a corner with his kit. I don't know, maybe Diamond should be linked to intercepting. Like true intercepting, not punishing. Like just make it one thing and then it's more controllable. Because then in certain matchups where you feel like you have to intercept, then that would be a drawback, but it would be a controllable drawback. And in other matchups, you would still be fine punishing, you would still be fine parrying, like all that. I think that's probably what I would have done. I'm gonna try Claire this time.
Nope. Shouldn't have stood there for that one. That's okay. Rude. Oh, that's going to be dangerous for a minute. Very nice.
Hey, Josh. In general, I would not I would not invest in hype before he's awakened. Like, he's great as a nostalgia champ. He was one of my favorite champs literally for years. But the kit is starting to get a little bit outdated, especially excuse me,
The way he heals, I just find it very frustrating these days.
and it's really tied together by his awakened ability. It makes the power gain longer, it makes the healing more worth it makes the Furies more worth it.
Yeah, I don't think so, sadly. Oh, brute force. Lovely. Strife. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Gwenpool.
Yeah, I was considering the Shang-Chi approach for Joe Strands, but I think at that point it would start making the others worse. Because one of the things that I actually like about the way Hearts and Spades works is that the combo length doesn't matter.
And I don't think I'd want to mess with that. Before anyone says it, yes, I know that Night Thrasher is Incinerate immune. Oh, that Purify on knockdown is really annoying. Nope. I was trying to wait so that it wouldn't purify it too soon, but okay. You know what?
If the dashback isn't going to work, I'm just going to restart the quest.
The first time I've gotten hit by Night Thrasher's L2 since he came out. That's stupid.
Glad to hear that, Josh. I am planning on working on some more of those in this off season. I'm just not doing it right now because I want to have a big crystal opening when more rewards come out. That's honestly the whole reason. Oh, I know true potential. That was my point. I think people sleep on how much damage Masacre does to incinerate immunes. Completely agree, Bleezy. Sinister is high on my wish list for updates. Okay, he's gonna go unstoppable. It's just okay. It'd be nice if he didn't keep using the freaking heavy, though. Okay, that was exquisitely annoying. A bug video. Yeah, that's probably a good one. Thoughts on Miles? I think he's fun. Um, I think he's nice to have around for certain cheese uses. I don't think he's all that useful. Powerful maybe, but not that useful, if that distinction makes sense. Yeah, like I'm double checking to see if I've missed anything. The taunt is nice. It's a very good taunt. His damage is really solid. But that's kind of it. He's kind of like, unless you're facing somebody with a lot of unblockable attacks, he's a high damage champion with a good taunt. And that's not that much these days. Hey, Cha-Cha-G, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Probably use Claire for this one. Nope. That's fine. That's why we're using Claire. That was dumb.
Come on, buddy. Like, that's just annoying. At least we got rid of the unstoppable now. Does Strife have crit resistance that I'm forgetting about? Or am I just having terrible luck? I know he has block penetration. Oops. He actually did it. Finally stopped paying attention to his ability to glance and cloak, and he did it. Not at that time. Wasn't expecting it to be quite that long.
About to make the push for Thronebreaker. Gotcha.
Sigil Witch is awesome. I don't know that she would be my vote for a Thronebreaker rank up, but you could probably argue for it, especially if you had the right support champions. Perfect. Got that second hit in of the special just in time. Goodbye.
Hey, Slay. How's it going, man? Hey, Richard. I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, I... Some people are probably annoyed by how much I give reasons behind a lot of things I say. But I think AA was great.
And I can also say, I mean, I don't think that you were looking purely from a war perspective. Eh, now I get the bleed, of course. Oh, come on, man. Nope, that's... whatever. Shouldn't have tried to talk during that one. I was just gonna say that in... I don't know how focused you are on war. See, I would have really liked Masacre for Spider-Gwen. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. But I have... I have wanted a rank 3 Colossus a lot less than I've been grateful um, for a rank 3 Archangel. Like, orders of magnitude. Whoop. Shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize I still had charges. That'll be okay. I can get charges back by trying to stun him while he's stun immune. We'll be fine. Or that, and just let his Furies expire. Come on, man. Throw your special. Okay, I do want to heal up, but then we can switch to Hellfire, because now we've gotten rid of the Unstoppable node, and we don't need to worry about keeping the bleed up. I just noticed he has persistent combo. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Not on like a path. Oops. Alright.
Really? You get away with using Eye-Hulk in war?
What is that magical land like? That sounds fun.
Yeah, easy. I would... Because I didn't get through... I know what you're talking about, or I know the change you're making, but I wasn't doing that Grandmaster when Dex was messed up, but I sure was doing Summer of Pain. That sucked.
I like Apehawk's actually better than Claire here. Yeah, 30k. Claire does that to a fair number of nodes. Like, unless they specifically code it to get around that, she just completely bypasses them. Nope. Oh, come on, man. None of these are working. What? Well, that was a... You know what? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just still surprised that that few people are running assassins even in tier 2, Richard. That's very cool that you can use them. I cannot, like, it's one thing to not get the reparries, but that last fight was stupid. I can't believe how many of those weren't even blocks.
It's definitely still worse with the rank 4 champion, or with the XL champions. Okay, this is stupid. Well, let's be fair, True Potential. It's not going to be the same people working on both. Like, not all labor is fungible, so to speak. They definitely have a team that's in charge of content like this, and then another team that's working on fixing the engine. The fact that they're continuing to reduce content so that their game doesn't die completely, I don't think should be seen as a lack of commitment to fixing the parry bug. Because, like, can you... Some of us who have been playing for years might be willing to stick around for a year of no month, or for a month of no monthly content, no new champions, like nothing, just so that the parry bug gets fixed sooner. But do you think all of the new players who don't fully understand the impact of it would be willing to do that? How many old players without something to do who already complain about CavEQ not being endgame enough would take that month and go, you know what? Maybe I don't love this game anymore. I'm just going to quit right now and not wait for it to be fixed. Because there's not something actively holding my attention this moment. I feel like it would be a fairly high number. And that's why Kabam has to keep doing stuff like this and also have people working on the parry bug. I'm definitely disappointed that it's taken them this long. I hoped it would be done by now. But yeah, everything else I've said. I don't have him, Richard, or at least not above, I think like a rank 1 5-star, so he's not going up anytime soon. As you know, the biggest issue is just Assassin. See, that's a different thing, Cha-Cha-Ji. I do think that they've been rather tone deaf in how much of their content recently has been super focused on precise parry and dex timing. Like, I think there are two teams, and so we shouldn't be too harsh on them. But at the same time, like, the two teams could do a better job of talking to each other. I knew I was going to take that hit, but I was hoping it wasn't going to hurt that much. Okay, let's get this bleed in. Don't want to deal with that unstoppable. Alright, I'm going to wait out this one, because I want to get to the special 3. There's the behavior none of us like. If these defenders didn't just go to for heavies, like on 60% of their mediums, this quest would be so much less painful. Alright, just let her bleed out.
What video, Madrox?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, was just now the video that they were hyping up with their promotional stuff?
I mean, my alt will be happy to have a 3-4 star, if that's what that is. Oh, I should not have. Well, he'll be immune soon. But that hurt. Okay. Throw. Throw again. I'm gonna risk the poison. Might not be smart, but he's just doing so much damage that it feels worth it. Because it's only once. Yeah, that was worth it. But at this point, we really need to be getting to the special 2 because after he purifies all these, we don't want to immediately apply another poison. But that is what we want. Beautiful. Love that block damage. Alright. Well, this kills him or I finish him with Claire. I don't really care which. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I know true potential. That would be 2 more slots though. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. But that's a fun one. I used player with Warlock and Ultron on Caustic Temper in map 7 back in the day. That worked pretty nicely.
Goodbye.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and log in on my alt. And yeah, I'm glad there's one Disorient Immune champ.
And I am looking forward to the next one, because I feel like it's time for another. Oh, that's why. Because of this stuff. Okay, so 3 more paths here, and then the final quest. I'm not doing all of this today. Okay, Joe is actually incredibly rude to put here, because triggering 2 well-timed blocks per stun is going to mean he has a disgusting amount of block penetration. And they gave him a falter. Okay, well, I'm using Claire there, or maybe a bug. Or, um, yeah, the path itself will be fine. Okay. You know what? I'll try Massacre. Maybe I can blitz it. Okay, the triple petrifies is definitely annoying with willpower, but otherwise no problems.
Yeah, my alt is actually in a pretty good spot for auto fight already. It's currently auto fighting through Act 3,
Getting some experience, but
I'll take a Hercules. Best Cosmic at the moment is probably an unranked Medusa or the Nova that I was messing around with, so that's quite good.
So APOC shouldn't be able to stun here, right? Because it's not a Purify, it's stun immunity. And if he doesn't work on Mighty Charge, then he shouldn't work here. But he does. I feel like they don't... It's almost like the Domino situation, how like everything in the game seemed broken around her for years after she came out. I feel like they don't fully understand what they did with APOC.
Oh, take care, True Potential. I missed that. This is probably the last path I'm doing today. I'll finish this out and come back later. Or at least this stream. I may stream later on today. Definitely Claire for this one. Okay, there we go. And that's interesting, because the node, notice how it refreshed during buff immunity there, but didn't go away. But that time, exact same thing happened, and the node went away. That's really inconsistent. Oh, but level up's still up, isn't it? I should probably level up the Herc on my alt. That almost feels like cheating, though. Oh, come on, charge. Thank you. Yeah, Travis, I think that's probably arguable. There are just a few fights that feel like they were intended to be clever, and instead they ended up a little rude. Like the mercenary one with Arcus, Sabretooth is your only real option. That's kind of silly. And there are a couple others that I was thinking of. Like, there's that magic early on. Not really an option for that other than going outside the node. Alright, let's get that bleed up. Yeah, and see, again, the node doesn't go away. But then let's see if it does this time. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's very odd. And now it does. Was it because we refreshed buff immunity that time and there was no downtime? Maybe it was because there was no bleed up? I'm not sure. That might have been it if there was no bleed up. Because maybe the bleed helps it to refresh properly or something. Whoops. I will say, though, that some of the individual nodes do seem a little calmer. So maybe Kabam did try to adjust for the fact that the pools are smaller so that if you had to go outside the pool, then it was less punishing. The unblockable one's probably the worst, but that pool isn't bad either. The symbiotes are good. There are several good Spider-Men, few good Sinister Six. Because, and they also, I feel like that quest had fewer of the, like, the magic types, the bishop types. I do think they made an effort, because I'm thinking back to, like, the mutant one that we had where they would, like, heal back all damage taken unless you played into it with, by bringing the right class. That one was rough to try and use just a generic counter on, unless you tried to cheese it by, like, reversing healing. But I haven't, every time I've stepped out of the intended pool for these, it hasn't felt that punishing. So I guess credit to them for that. Whoops. Got that bleed in just a little bit too late. That's okay. He'll heal back for that in one fight. Don't mind that at all. Yeah, that node is definitely not working the way it's supposed to. APOC should not be able to stun them. I'm not playing this well. There we go. Found my rhythm. Okay, let's see. For Reed, we probably still want to go. Hmm, I'm gonna try Misakre. Because we want APOC healthy for Nick. Yep, that worked. All right, double clap back. Ouch. Hoping he wouldn't throw it there. And there. If you could block, Nick, that would be fantastic. Nope, you're just gonna keep doing this? Okay. Okay, let's see. This should be very close. And there we go. Use Shang-Chi so much during this CavEQ. Yeah, he's just... That doesn't surprise me. He's just super flexible if you understand him. That sounds awesome. Okay, well, like I said, guys, that's gonna be the end of this stream. Thanks for sticking around. This was a nice long one. I may be back later today. I'm not doing... This is my day off from other work this week, so we'll probably continue with CavEQ then. But hold on, actually, before I leave, is Campo still streaming? It doesn't look like he is. Okay. Oh no, wait. Okay. Yeah, let me put the link for that in the chat. And if you guys want to go check out somebody else who is also running CavEQ and is just a great content creator for any of you that don't already follow him, go check that out. All right, everyone. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Mixing my expressions today.